games 10 ball, 2 races to 4. And if the scores are level after 2 sets, we go to one of those now infamous 10 ball shootouts. First up, we have Eylul Kibaroglu from Turkey against Sandy Badger from just a few miles up the road in Edmonton here in Canada. Huge thanks to our sponsors and partners for making this event happen. Predator Q's, Q Sports Live, WPBA, Pro Billiard Series, global partners CSI Kamui, Alpha Point and Jam Up Apparel. Eylul will break, but before I do anything else, I just have to introduce alongside me in the commentary booth, well, it's one of the all-time greats. It's the Duchess of Doom, the Hall of Famer, and MBE, Alison Fisher. Good afternoon, Alison.
Good afternoon, Mark. What a pleasure it is. We've never commentated before together, so I'm going to really enjoy this because you're from England, my side.
The wrong side of the pond,
the wrong
a lot
side
of people
the
say.
From right now. Anyway,
So
we've got Eylul at the table from Turkey, and she's a terrific player. As you know, she was runner-up to Kelly in the last German Open Predator event, and what a great player. Lefty, she's only 24 years old. She broke and made the 1 ball in this first game, and she's going to play safe now.
yeah, she runs her own pool hall in Turkey.
Right, and what do we say? She's from Ankara.
Yeah, exactly.
Ankara.
Yeah, and it's called Trick Shot, and I wonder if we're going to see any trick shots from Eylul this afternoon. And we are playing, of course, on the Predator Apex 9-foot table, and we've got 9 of them here. There are other matches going on, and we'll keep you up to date.
It's a beautiful arena here, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
In
gorgeous.
Red,
When did you arrive, Ali? I know you've been very, very busy doing different stuff.
yeah, I got in on Sunday morning. We went, Kelly and I did some lessons at the Hidden Spot, owned by Joanne Ashton. And then we had the next day off and we relaxed with a load of the European girls, so got to know everyone a little bit better. We did a little bit of kayaking, paddle boarding, and then practice in the evening.
I saw the pictures, it was great. So here's Eylul then, just playing safe behind the 8.
Always a little tricky in the first match of the day, just to get used to the conditions. That's a very delicate shot. The tables are playing a little bit fast, but we'll see what happens. But this is the sort of shot you don't want to leave your partner. She wanted to be nailed up against that 8 ball there.
Yeah, giving her quite an easy one. Well, maybe we should go 2 routes here, try and
Yeah,
clip it in.
I think so. Just because of the position of the 4.
A little bit unfortunate. Got the double kiss, so first real chance, you could say, of the match comes to a young lady from Turkey.
Yeah, and the 4 goes up into that corner pocket by the 9 ball. That's what she's looking at, I think, just coming across.
So you've come to the table, Ali. It's your first match, as you say, first time on the table. You're not really allowed to practice on this table. You only get about half an hour before. It's not used as a practice table. It's just a pure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how
table.
they were, because this is the very first match of the day, so I'm not sure how much time they had. But the people coming in for the rest of the matches, I think, only get a rack on this table.
Yeah.
But the outside tables, there are some practice tables. I came in this morning for an hour, about 8 o'clock.
There's some big names here as well. Some great players. Alison, of course, who's playing herself. There's Kelly Fisher.
She loves these events, doesn't she,
Oh.
Kelly? My little sister. No, what a great player. I mean, she's won these events. What a cracking last event, the German Open, where Eylul and Kelly went to a 9-8 shootout.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
I remember a shootout you had in Vegas, actually.
Yes, we don't need to bring that up. I lost to Amalia Matas from Spain.
She's here as well, of course.
Yes, she is. Great players. It's nice to see all these Europeans coming over for this. It's really going to show the quality of the game too.
I've got a lovely little stat for you that I'm going to bring you very, very soon, and it's fascinating. I mean, we've got women from 13 different countries competing.
Really?
In this event, yeah.
Tremendous. That was a nice little shot played by Eylul there. She looks really comfy at the table right now. Sandy's probably, it's just her 3rd kick. Can she squeeze by that out? I don't think so. I can't quite tell if that 4-7-9 Could be a combo if she makes contact with the 4 ball. Well, no, she's gone for a jump cue.
Oh, we love a bit of jumping. Come on then.
Yes, we do.
And
It's
there
a
is
skill in itself, isn't it? A lot of people don't like the jump cue. Like in the game, they prefer to see a lot more kicking, but it is a great skill.
well, yeah, it's a skill in itself.
It
you
is
know?
a skill. I mean, obviously, when I came over from England, as you know, being a snooker player, it wasn't in our repertoire.
Frowned upon.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Frowned upon.
Yeah, I remember my first time in China doing an exhibition in 1994. Joanne Mason Parker, I got her up behind the ball and I thought, oh good, you know, I've got her now, she's all stitched up. She came out of a jump cue and made the shot and I'm like, excuse me, what is this?
This isn't cricket.
No. Anyway, Sandy got out of that, she jumped, but unfortunately for her, left the shot for Eylul. She's a very fluent player. You know, just gets down and got a nice pace about her.
Yeah, he's got great I know you're big on fundamentals, Alison, and she has really got great fundamentals.
Yeah,
hasn't she?
look how
Nice,
you've got to
straight.
look at how still somebody stays on the shot. Slow backswing, nice and smooth with the follow through.
Are you a fan of the little pause as well, just to give you that?
As long as there's a hesitation somewhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's at the front, the back, or both, but somewhere just a little transition for the eyes, you know, and the timing. In pool, generally, it's more at the front of the stroke. But the slow backswing is nice there.
Yeah, I just think it sets you up to then accelerate through the ball nicely rather than a rush stroke, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
obviously
she's
gonna
got
be
a real
playing
nice timing. You know, a lot of people jab that stroke sometimes, a bit jabby if you're nervous. But she's got a nice full backswing.
Yeah. No golden break in this, but there are combos on the 10 at any time. Are you a fan of golden break, Sally?
If I make them, yeah, and if I don't, then no, not really. I never liked that about 9-ball, really.
No.
You know, because some of it, I remember playing Jeanette once in a tournament, it was 5-5, and the 9 went straight in the pocket off a break, and that's literally a bad rack. If a 9 goes straight in, the person who racked the balls, which in our case was our tournament referee, I was staring him down after Mark. I was giving him
I
the
bet
stare.
you gave him daggers, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Duchess of Doom.
Yeah.
I can imagine it.
Absolutely.
And he had a face like gloom, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Right, back to the game then.
Perfect.
Oh, she's miscued. Now, she was slightly stretching there, and you physically saw her head come up there.
Well, I think what
Alison.
happened also, have you watched, I think her backhand dropped.
Let's have another look.
And she topspin went over the ball. See?
Yes,
See how her
she's-
backhand dropped?
Yes.
So she dropped her shoulder.
And caused the tip of the cue to come up.
Yeah.
And as you say,
Miscued.
roll over the top of it.
Yeah.
So, what a chance, what a gift for Sandy. Obviously get a nice safety in here, I think. Oh, she's gone for the bank. Well, now then, this is 10-ball, of course, so it's cool pocket. There's no luck, so to speak, in 10-ball.
So
Would you,
what do we
would you
say,
have gone
Sandy?
for that? Would you have gone for that
That's a
bank?
tricky one. I think at this stage, I'm not sure that I would. But she's left Eylul, you know, a nice safety bit around the 10 ball there.
Glue her to this 10 if you can.
Yeah. You've got to be
Oh, she's gone
patient,
the other
I think,
way.
Mark. You know, just get used to the conditions a little bit. Don't panic.
See, I find that this is a big difference between snooker. If you're playing snooker there, you're going to get as much distance as you can, aren't you? And still get.
I think the key is to make sure, focus on one of the balls, whether it be the cue ball or the object, and just make sure you get one right, because often we try and control both,
yeah.
and then it all goes wrong. So speed control there was important.
It's just bounced a little bit. Are you having a go at this?
I probably would have played that a little bit thinner and tried 2 railing around a 10. But, you know, everyone's different. I think so. I think that's one of those shots you
Just putting it on the side rail again.
might have tried the bank, but
Now,
again,
well,
you know, it depends. Sometimes it depends who you're playing, how you're feeling. It's not a right and wrong. And in these short races to 4, you don't have to go for things if you don't feel it. You know, don't panic. It's short races, but you've got to control the table at the end of the day.
you can still only win one rack at a time.
That's right. And
Oh,
nice
she's
shot. And
crashed that one in.
If you can win these races to 4 and avoid that shootout, all the better. You know, that's probably why she's playing it a little bit patiently.
I saw
It's
you
a good
go through
bank.
torture.
I think I probably would have gone for that bank, but she obviously wouldn't like to be as close to the rail as she is right now.
Yeah, this is one of them, isn't it? Just head down, pot the ball.
Yeah, go all out, just
All
make
out.
the ball.
Oh, she's played a bit of a quick one
Nerves.
there. She got away with it as a cue ball.
No.
Where's the cue ball?
Oh, she did.
She's got away with it.
Well, she's left Eylul a really tough cut,
Oh, this
and
is
it probably
nasty.
looks worse from where she is, especially with the ball in the jaws.
Well, she's going for it. She's assessing the angle. One of our great left-handers here this week. We have 2 others.
Amalia Matas from Spain is a lefty.
Yeah, and of course, Christina Zlateva. Another good.
Yeah, she's a good player from Bulgaria,
Yeah.
Christina.
Now, she got away with that.
She missed that by, as we say, the country mile, right?
Yeah. There you see the magnificent arena.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
beautiful.
It's lovely. These lights really make it as well, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
The arena lights. Great overhead shot there. Everything in line. And in goes the 10 ball. 1-0 to the local lady from Canada. Now, she has won some tournaments. BCA Ladies Open 9-ball champion. Vienney Ladies Masters singles champion. Multi-Masters champion at the WCVNEA. Top Shot Billiards and Ping Pong are her sponsors, along with Cujo's Custom Cues. Of course, we've got some sponsors here this week. putting
Yeah,
on this
Sandy's
event.
really nice person. She's played on the tour quite a few times, but not always, you know, at the events. But I think more so now, more people are coming out the woodwork now that we've got an actual tour going again, which is nice to see.
I've got a lovely little stat here for you. The oldest player, the difference in years between the oldest player playing in this tournament and the youngest player is 80 years.
Well, I know Jerry Yang. I've known her since I've been over.
I was going to ask
what
if
is
you
she,
know.
80?
82, I think.
82, and our youngest is Savannah?
Yes, Savannah
And how old's
Easton,
Savannah?
12. That's 70 years,
70, I was
isn't
going
it?
to say you're a bit
Why did
dodgy
Jerry?
with your math.
I'm blaming this on Jerry
Did you
Stuckart
did you
because
go
he
to
told me that stat.
What school did you go to?
What do you mean school? What's that? Right, rack number 2 then. And it is winner breaks. As Ali said, 2 races to 4, and if we're level after that, we go to that very interesting shootout on the 10 ball.
Yeah, Sandy broke the balls and left Eylul a shot here.
How's your 10 break ball? 10 break,
My
Ali?
10 break ball,
How's your 10 break ball? How's your 10 break?
it's unpredictable. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. It's a timing thing, isn't it? I'll tell you what, with all the events coming up that are 10 ball, I will absolutely be getting my head down and practicing. A couple of weeks is the World Championships in Austria, in Klagenfurt, which is Jasmine Ocean's hometown, and she's putting on that event along with Predator and her manager. So,
Yeah, looking forward to that. Jasmine, unfortunately, not here.
no, in preparation for that
Today?
event, I think she wanted to prepare hard for playing in her hometown, obviously, in her home country, the World 10 Ball Championship. She's just come off a very big win, defeating Kelly Fisher. She double-dipped Kelly at the Soaring Eagle in
Yeah.
Michigan, which is the first tournament that Kelly's lost, I think, this year.
Most surprised. I think the engravers had already started putting KEL on the trophy.
That's
They had
hilarious.
to change it. Jasmine, of course, her brother, has just won that huge tournament.
Yes, tremendous. He's like got ownership over the Matchroom events, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Unbelievable how consistent he's been. That went down almost to the wire, didn't it? Shane missed that 4-ball in the last rack.
Yeah.
Played a great 3-ball.
I didn't think that man suffered from pressure. Obviously does.
It shows you, doesn't it, how much
Yeah.
pressure there is.
Yeah.
It really does.
So, how's Eylul?
She's having a nice little time here because all the balls were nicely spread out. Shouldn't have any problems getting out from here.
Remember the last rack? Dropped that shoulder as you said, Ali.
It's very sensitive speed, the table too. You know, everything's brand new, the balls are new, the cloth is new. And generally the arena is more lit up than other tables and tends to be a little bit faster. And you could see there the new cloth. She tried to put right-hand spin on the ball. On an old cloth that would really take and not be as close to the 8 ball. But it
just didn't grab, did it? It won't grab on the new cloth.
So you're actually on these new cloths, you're better off playing the vertical axis of the cue ball as much as you can.
Oh, I'll keep you coming out with your flash phrases.
I know. Look at me.
Look at me.
Don't take my cheat sheet away. Just kidding.
So 100% on this 9 ball to try and level it up at 1 rack each.
Nicely played, nice and smooth. And this shot suits a lefty.
Beautifully in it goes. 2-0, sorry, 1-1. Levels
And
it up.
back to Eylul to break, be her break next. So Sandy gave up that rack there.
So you've been going around various states, I know, doing these clinics and exhibitions and playing different players.
Over the years.
Is that something that you really love? Is it something you want to do more of?
I do. But more in my home state of North Carolina, really. I used to do, when I would play at a tournament, I would go and teach, you know, do some teaching and exhibitions. And I think time-wise, you know, I have a family at home and, you know, I have to be careful with my time and allocation. And I want to compete.
Allocation.
Allocation, yeah. Allification. And I want to compete still, so I got a little bit of a hunger back for it.
Yeah, good to see.
You know, COVID, I was sort of pretty much retired. I was like, okay, I do this. But I enjoyed the time off, and I think watching people competing, it just made me have that desire again. So here we've got Eylul from Turkey. Did you see how much spin she had on that?
Yeah,
she didn't
broke
make that
from the side, didn't she? Trying to make, or slightly to nearer the side.
Yeah, and she had
one.
Yeah, and she had a reverse spin on that rather than a running spin that brings the cue ball back up the other end of the table. Because she does a cut break there, so it's also very interesting to study what players are doing.
Is that something you find yourself doing when you're walking around the arena, especially
definitely.
just before you're going to play? You're watching the table.
Yeah, you want to see what's working for people and what they choose to do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be set in one way of doing something, which I did get set in when I played Amalia at the last tournament in Vegas, when I played the last 10-ball event that I was in. I got set on that break and it cost me in the end. I should have moved the cue ball around, and she did in the last rack. She moved it to the side rail and made a ball.
It's a nice safety there.
Yeah, that was a nice speed.
So you jumping here and kicking off the side rail, or what are you doing?
I would play around the back, I think. I'd probably play a 2-railer. 2 or 3 rail. Actually, you could go even if you squeeze it a bit. You possibly could get into. You could go 2 or 3 rails there. I think this is a little dangerous lengthening out, unless she can get past that side pocket. So it's dangerous, I think.
Yeah, on these new cloths as well.
See, that was a sellout shot.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Didn't quite have the angle. And not only that, if she hit it, there was no good that was going to come from that.
She was only
so I would have played low ball into that side rail and then tried to draw the cue ball a bit and 2 or 3 rail shot there. And then try and spread the balls out.
Yeah, get a bit of distance.
Yeah.
Jerry Eng, who we were just talking about, the oldest player in the event. I don't like talking about ladies' ages, of course, but she's in action over there. I'm going to get the score in a minute. Okay,
Eylul made a really, I think, a poor shot there because she had ball in hand, made the one, and you could see how fast the cue ball ran there. It kind of slipped away from her. Not sure if she can make the 2.
No, I'm pretty sure
even with my eyes, I'm not sure.
She can just clip it
I
behind
think
the 6,
she's going to have to play safe. She'd be disappointed with that because that was,
Yeah, from ball in hand, you're always looking to try and run out. Oh, she made the route, just.
Yeah, she did. She wasn't planning on tapping the 6 there. She tried to avoid the 6. She could possibly thin cut the 2 and bump into the 8 to hold the cue ball and use those blockers, those 3 balls as blockers. I'm not sure how much of the 2 she can hit here. There you go, she did that, but she didn't go into the 8 full enough.
Yeah, came off the edge of it, didn't she?
Yeah.
Lost the cue ball.
She maybe could have hit the 2 thicker or...
She's got a great nickname, Sandy Badger. The Honey. I love that.
She must be very
Honey
sweet.
Badger.
She's a very sweet lady.
You all are. I think it's great around the venue.
You know,
we'll get on.
I have to say, we do have a really nice tour. It's fun, you know. You're here to work, you're here to do your job, but it's nice that we can all laugh together, you know, and that's what I love about pool. I've been in it for years, and snooker. You grow up with these people, like, you know, you have your life things that happen, everyone's friends. You know, I've known Kelly, 30 odd years, I think. Wait a minute, how old would that make her?
43.
Yeah, she's 40. What's she now? 44 this year. We're 10 years different.
You shouldn't talk about women's
No, I
ages,
shouldn't.
you know.
5 years different. Eylul will be a bit disappointed with that. She had a shot on a 3 there, but she was elevated,
yeah.
hampered by the 6 there.
Yeah, just another inch, and you're on the 3, drawing back for the 4, and it's rack over.
Yes.
And then, of course, I hate them shots, then, mate.
Well, we tend to overcut them when we do play them. If you watch, people tend to overcut.
Interesting. Now, she's played this with a bit of pace to get... Oh, she's played
Caught
that
it.
very well. Unlucky
She did.
thick.
Yeah, you're either trying to catch one of the rails, you know, like catch it thin on the left side, or the other rail on the right side, so you can get some movement of the cue ball there. But like I said, new equipment, you know, sometimes it's not all perfect to begin with.
Yeah, I had a little game with Kang Lee last night, just having a little knockabout on one of the outside tables.
Well, here's
Of course,
an
that won't
interesting
count.
thing.
Yeah, now
Sorry.
what do you do? Yeah.
So the point is there, she made the 4, but it doesn't count. In 9 ball, that would count. That's what I like about 10 ball. There's no sloppiness to it. See, she'd still be at the table in 9 ball. And this, she doesn't, there's no foul, but it doesn't count. She made a ball, but didn't call it in that pocket.
And she could put Sandy back in here, couldn't she, if she didn't like the shot as well, of course?
Yes, like if she was hooked, for
Yeah.
example.
She might be hooked here, or it's going to squeeze past.
Yeah, it's fast.
Very quick, isn't it?
Slippery.
How do you compensate for that? Do you...
Well, you've just got to gauge it with your swing, because your speed control is all about how far you draw the cue back and go forward. So you've just got to gauge it with your swing and try and feel it out, you know, and hope you do it quicker than your opponent. Maybe play the shots a little bit differently. That was a tough cut shot there, I'm not sure if I would have tried to bank that.
I think she'll go for the bank here, will she? Or is she going to clip it thin and come in behind the 6, maybe?
She might clip this.
reckon?
Again, it's all about, it's not right and wrong. I think she's going for the clip, and it's how you feel a lot of it. Ooh,
Pocket speed.
she undercut that, didn't she? Because she hit the left side of the pocket.
Yeah.
When you're playing the pocket, you've got to look at, especially on a cut like that, obviously the more you favour the left with a new cloth, it kind of slops in sometimes. But you've got to pick a part of the pocket that you want to shoot into, be a bit more precise with it.
There you see, just content with getting the 6 ball
Yeah,
in the safest position.
She's a great shot maker, but she's not rushing anything, and that's important for viewers to understand. You don't have to force the issue. Patience is a good thing at this game.
Oh, got the double kiss. An error there.
You know what I always find fascinating about a game is that you can be under pressure and feel the nerves, and you're trying to relax, but you don't want to be too relaxed. It's a very tough game of trying to find the focus, but trying to flow at the same time.
Oh, he's okay.
That was a nice shot. A little dangerous flirting with that pocket, but she played it well.
Yeah, Remember, Albin played one of them, scratched in the side at an unbelievable angle
Yeah,
last
brutal
week.
sometimes.
Oh, it was terrible, yeah. So unlucky. Yeah. Played for the opening of the pocket there so she can cue. Easier. This is a lovely snooker shot. This is stun run through this or just draw
No,
it
she's
back?
drawing it because she's too straight. If she had more angle.
And she's come, she's...
I tell you, it's interesting. Nothing's a hanger right now. These conditions, slippery. I said it's a little slippery. If you catch a little spin and you're raised up like that, you're elevated, you're going to curve the ball a little bit. And I'm sure that's what happened there. If your timing's not right, you're not hitting the ball where you want to, you're going to get punished.
It's a good stroke here. Just a little bit of angle going round the angles.
Oh, it kind of died, top
Yeah.
spin there. She needed a bit of spin on the ball, a little bit of left spin to help it run around and get to that side rail. Or draw it, either or, it's what you're comfy with. But if she was doing that shot, I'd have
Are
played
you
it.
a drawer or a follow-thrower? The more follow-through,
Depends
I
on the
guess,
shot.
is it?
No, it depends on the shot.
Okay.
It really depends. That shot, I might have gone the follow, but I'd have definitely got some spin on the ball and got to the side rail.
You see the 10 ball, and it's in the same place where it will be should we go to a shootout.
Yeah.
It's racked where it is in the rack rather than on the spot.
Do you see slight head movement when she hit the ball there?
Bit of pressure. Now then,
But really, I mean, I tell you what, if I missed the ball like that and landed like that, I'd be quite happy, because it's not a hanger.
is the bank on, Ali?
I think she's playing safe again, being patient. See, the thing is, it's an easy safe. Well, she's come up a little short, actually. She has left a cut. I'd go for that cut, for sure.
I do a lot of commentary with Tony Robles, and he always says, pick whichever shot is easiest to execute.
I like that. That's true. I mean, I don't think that bank was quite there. It looked like it could have kissed, or you have to hit it hard. And the way this table's playing, it's not worn in. Nice shot by Sandy
Great
there.
shot. So it goes into the lead, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the Cambridge Hotel here in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. Fascinating battle going on here between Sandy Badger Yes, there she is on your screens, about to break. In rack number 4, leading 2 racks to 1. With me, Alison Fisher.
Sandy's leading, as you said, 2-1. Anything could have been happening at the moment. A few mistakes from both players.
Ball's gone a little bit funny.
Yeah, again, the 10-ball break for a lot of players is a struggle. But it also makes a lot more safeties in the game. If you look at the way the balls are situated, in 9-ball you tend to see the balls pretty spread out and a lot of open racks. Now we can see, you know, like the 5-9 tied up. 3's pretty close to the 8, the 2's in a funny position. But Eylul needs to, yeah, she needs to settle down into this match.
She's gone for it. That's an attacking shot.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty natural shot though. Tough shot, but
I was just wondering if the 2 actually goes past the 9.
I actually don't think it does.
No,
so
that's why I was surprised that where she was playing it.
Well, yeah, but the options weren't great there either.
And this is a nasty little shot. Object ball right in the jaws there, Ali.
Yeah, sometimes they're really tricky to get out.
Oh, don't go past. Okay, it's going to hold up.
Actually, that was a nicely controlled shot there.
You know, she likes a bank. Is she going for this?
Oh, the bank's
back?
open today. What day is it?
It's,
They are. They are open.
I forget what day it is.
I know. Seems like weekend when you're a pool player all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah. Nice bank. Oh, that's going to be unlucky.
Yeah, that bank was never going to lead to a really good position, just from the way the 3 is situated.
Get a good safety in here. Don't be moving that 3 too much, Ali, do you?
You've got to be careful of leaving the combo, right?
Yeah, I'm
actually
surprised
probably
she played it that.
I probably would have. Well, I think the right shot would have been to try and play through the 4 and the 6 to the end rail.
Mm-hmm.
Even if a 3 comes out, you get cover with the 4-ball. I think that was the shot there, or a different shot, I should say.
Yeah, I think she'll be going for this.
I think she's thin enough. Is she going to try and get behind the 5 and the 9?
Look at this. Well, she's got the hook, I think, Ali.
Yeah, she really wanted to get behind those balls there, behind that 9-ball. And the 5's been put in another tricky position, because it's nice if you can get one of the balls out. If she bumped the 9, she'd have still got a snooker and separated the balls.
There you see in your picture, John Lehman, well-known face on the pool scene, been around for years. He's keeping a very close eye on this, Ali. This is one of them nasty little shots,
It really is. I'm not sure I would even go that route, because it would be a bit of a sellout, hitting it too thin.
I'd call the side here.
Yeah.
2 rails, huh?
Yeah, why not? It should be easy to hit. It's about controlling the cue ball.
Perfect shot there, you see.
Did she call the side?
And you saw the Kamui clear tip there. Well, she called the side. I don't know if she called it, but she made it. So, ball in hand, then, yeah. I don't know whether she got any English on that. She needed a bit of English, didn't she?
Well, she needed to maybe hit a little wider on the rail, plus the English, plus not as hard, right? There's lots of different factors there.
Yeah. I love having an expert next to me.
Well, not really, but if you're trying to control that shot, you're not going to hit it that hard, really.
So easy to the 4. How's she going to handle that? She played the 4, the 5-9, do you think, Ali?
Are you looking at a carom, possibly? I don't think the combo's on. See, I'm not.
Yeah.
She wanted to find a way, really, to get higher on the 4 to be able to break those balls up. You know, the other side of the 4. Yeah, she's the
wrong side, isn't she?
Yeah, she's just
taking her medicine.
Well, let's see what she sees here, because I'm not sure. I don't think the carom's not on.
No.
It looks like another safe.
She's just going to run it past it, dead
Does
weight.
it, though? Because that's really tough. Does it go by it?
I'm sat right behind this, and yes, that's what she's playing. No, she's not.
No, she's not. She's going rail.
She's going to kick it. No, she's not. She did go for the 9, did she? I
No,
don't know
no,
what
no,
she
she
played.
didn't. No, she played that shot. Like, if she got more spin, she'd have been covered by the 10. So she actually played thin it, let the 5 run into the 9 with forward roll, look, left spin.
Oh, yeah.
It's a safety. It's
Bit
actually a good
more spin and she'd have got it, right?
a good spot, yeah. Thinner hit, more spin. But now she could find herself back in trouble here. 6 balls looking big, isn't it? Needed to catch
So's
it
that
thicker.
pocket.
Yeah.
So's that pocket. Ooh.
Well, I think needed to be a wider hit and go off the end rail behind the 6.
Well, this is a Kibaroglu special. This is her kind of shot.
And we are on a 30-second shot clock. That's worth mentioning too. You have to, you've got to move it a little bit, make that decision and go for it. There is one extension per rack of 30 seconds. And I do believe after the break, all right, you called
shot.
that. That was a beautiful,
Beautiful, wasn't it?
beautiful
How well did she strike that?
shot. Because, do you see, she didn't hit it overly hard.
No.
She just let the cue do the work there. It's really nice timing.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
Anyway, what I was saying was I think after the break you get an
60
extra extension.
seconds.
You get 60 seconds to have a little think about it.
Yeah, Jeremy Jones gave a lovely little tip to me once. He said, if you've got 60 seconds, use them. Even if it's not just for that, if you've made up your mind what shot you're going to play, survey the table and...
Well, I think the beauty of saying that is at the beginning of a rack, it helps you calm a little bit, just... But although, I hate to bring it up, but he overused them, didn't he, in the Moscone Cup?
Oh, yes, he did.
Do you
Wasn't
remember
it great?
Don't you remember that? That wasn't after the break.
I was there.
Wow.
That was on the 6 ball.
Yeah.
That was for the cue ball to be cleaned.
Oh no, that was unbelievable. It happens though, doesn't it? It happens to the best of them.
Yeah,
And
certainly does.
He took the place, didn't he, of Earl, I think, in that Moscone Cup, because Earl didn't have his... Did he not have his COVID jabs?
He didn't have his jabs, no. Refused to have the jabs. So can Eylul square this up then? Just the 10 ball to go 2-2. First set. 2 races to 4. First day here in Calgary, in Red Deer. Nicely
shot,
in,
yep.
and it's 2-2. Now, just to let everyone know, there's not just the 9 Apex 9-foot Predator tables here. There's also another 35 of the brand new launch of the Predator Bar Box 7-foot table, and they're all being played on out there, and it's the Western Canadian Championships, and I think there's something like 400 players here for that.
Lovely to see. I like it when we have the pro events alongside amateur events, and everyone can get to mill around and watch each other play. It's always a nice atmosphere when we have that.
Yeah, and let's face it, it's a lovely opportunity for people to come and meet their heroes and the stars that they watch on TV that they've seen for years, especially in your case.
Many years. All right.
I just want to mention the fact, that Alison Fisher, Kelly Fisher, Mandy Fisher, the 3 Fishers, all world snooker champions, and none of you are related in any way.
Not at all.
How
interesting.
that's
Same as the
strange,
Davises in the men's side of snooker.
Joe, Fred and Steve.
Yeah.
I wonder, will we ever see another Ronnie O'Sullivan?
No.
Was that? No, I hope not.
No. I love Ronnie. I think he's fantastic.
Brilliant, isn't he?
Absolutely. Best cueist ever.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
Absolutely beautiful to watch.
Do you know, I've known Ronnie since he was about 12.
Have you really?
Yeah. I was around it back in the day when he was knocking in centuries then. Incredible. Anyway, back to the game.
Yes. We
2-2.
digress.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, it just hasn't settled yet, has she?
No, that was a top spin with lots of top right hand spin. Let the cue ball float down to the 2. It's funny though when you play this game because you have a choice. You could stun it with no spin or put lots of spin and highball it. it's a choice.
And it looked like she hadn't made up her mind there.
That's what I think. I think it's playing the equipment as well, what the equipment feels like and what it's doing. So I think that's the key to a good intelligent player, really, is just feeling it out, and she overcut that. Yeah. These pockets don't play, the cloth makes it play easy as far as balls dropping in the pocket, but it's very sort of a narrow opening. They're very squarely cut on the opening of the pockets. So you just saw she overcut that slightly.
Yeah, I was right behind that shot. Once again, we'd sat just to the left of the view that you guys are seeing.
So she's just called the 2-ball into the corner pocket.
You're going to be in action later today, Ali, aren't you?
I am. I play at 5 o'clock.
And you're going to be on the stream table.
I am. So hopefully I can pick up a few pointers. I'm playing Amber from Taiwan, right? That's a tough first match.
It hasn't been decided yet.
Oh,
She's playing Savannah Easton first.
Oh,
if Savannah Easton win, that's okay.
I didn't realise. I looked at the draw wrong.
You're allowed to make one mistake.
Yeah,
you're
that's
a world
it
champion.
though. That's it.
No more. Otherwise you're not coming back.
Yeah, thanks. Not invited back.
Yeah, Savannah Easton is in action. I'm just going to go and look for a few scores for you, and I'm going to see if I can find it very, very quickly.
Yeah, Savannah's a great young player.
Great to see, isn't it?
It really is. In America right now, it's really encouraging. The junior programs out there, so many junior events, and it's wonderful to see the future of Paul. Yeah. And the parents supporting their kids.
Yeah, Larry Easton and Tiffany Easton are here. They go everywhere to support their daughter.
Yep. Just like my mum and dad did once.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Oh, I've met your mum in Vegas. She was absolutely fantastic.
What a trip. I'm trying to get her over now to live with me. So
I hope you do.
I do too.
She lives in Brighton, am I right?
She lives in Hailsham.
Hailsham.
We're from Peacehaven, Sussex, near Brighton.
You sure you're not from Essex?
No, you're an Essex man. I'm not an Essex girl. But Eylul's struggling to get into this match, isn't she, at the moment?
Yeah, she's
making a few uncharacteristic errors.
You see her, deep in thought.
Yeah. Well, Sandy, look at that.
She's lost the cue ball.
This spin is really grabbing. I can't even express it because I practiced on one of the side tables, and it's really different than like just going and playing on a cloth, you know, a brand new cloth at home or something. Brand new equipment. You know, polished balls. It's just a different reaction. Well, that was actually a good hit. That was a tough hit because of where the 6 was.
And we'll see the jump cue here. We're going to see
yeah.
Turkish Airlines. We're going to go airborne.
Turkish Airlines. I would expect her to make this shot. It's going to, I was going to say being lefty, it kind of suits her. She can get her body to the table a little easier here.
Camera angles don't come a lot better than that. That looked fantastic. She's right behind where she just was before, look.
Yeah, she got a little fortunate roll there. Overcut.
What tips would you give to anybody about jumping? What's the secret of being a jump? I know you...
I'm all right at jumping, but I think one of the keys that you should look at is when I look down, I get right down along the line of the shot, and I put my hand there, and then I lift my hand exactly where I'm looking down the shot to raise up. But the other key is just to pick a spot right in front of your hand, rather than look just anywhere on the cloth. Pick a spot right in front of you that you want to jump that ball over for accuracy. Like a golfer might do when they're putting, picking a blade of grass that they want to roll that ball over. So it's like bringing the shot to you.
Nice.
I hope you made sense of that. That made perfect sense.
It did,
Mark?
yeah, absolutely. I'm going to try that.
Good, try it. Let me know.
I will.
So she just caught the rail first there, which caused the 3-ball to give her a little trickier shot than she would have liked. But she should still be able to cut this in and let the cue ball roll up and down the table.
I mentioned some players earlier. We have Ashley Burrows here as well. And the oldest competitor we were talking about earlier on, she's actually 2-1 ahead at the moment. Jerry.
What a lovely lady. Been on tour for so many years. I was chatting with her yesterday. She's lived in the same house for something like 56 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Her husband, when he was alive, Ron, was such a lovely guy, a lovely couple. And she's come back. She retired forever and then came back. So it's wonderful to see her.
And I was here yesterday helping them with the setup and stuff, and she was the first lady in, kept coming in, can I play yet, can I play yet?
She's such a trooper.
Isn't it great to see hunger like that still?
She's my mother's age.
Wow.
She's my mother's age. And she's got that passion for it. It's just incredible. She gets on a plane and travels across the country. Here we are in Canada. She's from the Midwest, isn't she? It's amazing. It's lovely to see. I took a picture of Jerry and Savannah at one of the events, the oldest and the youngest.
Oh, lovely.
Beautiful.
Extension called that.
Yeah, she bumped that 6. She should have been on the 6. She was very disappointed with that shot.
Now, does it pass the 10? I think it does.
Good shot.
Certainly does. And she's got
Good
nicely
shot.
on the 9.
Yeah,
So
she didn't have much room there. It didn't look like anyway, from where we are.
Could get on the hill here in this first set.
I like her timing of her stroke. Do you see how slowly she brings that cue back before she strikes?
Very measured, isn't it?
Very measured. And that's, you know, that gives you a chance to get your eyes focused on the point of contact. Eylul runs a 10-ball out there for a first lead of 3-2 against Sandy.
Yeah, on the hill. It's just
First
two
set.
races.
Yeah. And so important, isn't it? And it's a big psychological battle because it's 2 sets, race to 4. First person to 4 wins the set. And if they go 1 set each, they go to a shootout, which is very exciting for the crowd. But if you're the player, can be very, very tricky.
Oh, it's torture, isn't it?
It's torture.
Absolute torture.
It's exciting if you're on the right side of it, but miserable if you're on the wrong side of it.
I actually saw Nokioi around the arena earlier. He's not playing himself, but his friend is playing. Nokioi, of course, was involved in the highest ever shootout, 14-13 it was, against
Wow.
Jesus Asensio.
Yeah. Who ended up the winner?
Nokioi.
Did he?
Yeah.
What a fantastic shootout.
Yeah, brilliant for the game. And it
really
really
is.
is something that brings a different viewer, Alison, as well, to the sport. You know,
Definitely.
rather than just the connoisseur, it brings the new viewers as well.
Agreed.
So, big
Well,
break.
She misfired that. You see the cue ball run around the table there. It's 'cause
Still spinning lot as well.
She kind of moved her body a little quick there. You see the bridge hand fly up. There's so many parts to breaking, I think, you know, timing wise. And I think she just wanted to let the cue out there.
Guy
You know,
there
just
on
to
his phone, look.
get rid of a bit of tension sometimes. Just
Yeah, just let it go.
Yeah.
Lovely arena here. We've got bleachers on 2 sides. And it's all open. Anyone can come and watch. And of course, you can all watch it live and free next 4 days. 75,000 total prize fund.
It's a great prize fund. The winner picking up $18,000 and second place $12,000, I believe. So Predator really stepping up and doing a lot for the sport right now, as well as the other sponsors here, of course. We have Alpha Coin and various other sponsors. It's a big production a lot of investment, and just spread the word, right? Oh, a foul.
No.
She hit it in time?
She hit it just in time.
The buzzer went. Oh, I haven't heard the buzzer yet. So that's the first time I've heard it.
It's a bit like being on Family Fortunes.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she was okay. She made it just in time.
Yeah.
Going to be in a similar position though. Going to get behind that 2-5 here.
Speed
It's
control.
leaked a bit, has it?
It's fast, isn't it?
Might just have an edge here. Yeah, it's a big
She's
setup here.
called a little kick shot here.
Be trying to make this and then play a safety on the 2. Okay. It's not disastrous, Alison, there. A little bit awkward
No, just because
now.
of where the 2's placed, really. It's not like a sellout. Is she going to play another safety? I mean, because there's no gain from making the one here. I think she's got a nice opportunity to put Eylul back in trouble, separate the balls.
I think she's going for it.
Yeah, but she's, there was an easy safe there.
It's a first match and it is double elimination, so it's not a case of losing, you're on your way home.
Oh no, absolutely. And also the 8 on the winner's side play the 8 on the loser's side. There's a redraw, I think, in the last 16.
Correct.
So 8 winners come through, 8. You've got to be disappointed there because, the table's open. If you get on the right side of everything, every ball goes.
Yeah, it was lovely there, wasn't it, on the 3?
Yeah.
Look, round a couple of rails for the 4.
Exactly.
And this Cambridge hotel here in Red Deer is starting to have a little bit of a buzz about it. Lots going on around. Great to see. If you're in the area, guys and girls, get yourselves down here. Free entrance. There's lots of restaurants to eat at and some top-class pool to have a look at. If not, we're here on Billiards TV on YouTube every day. And tomorrow the matches, sorry Alison, the matches will start 10 a.m. tomorrow, and we've got 6 matches for you tomorrow.
Are they all in regular time slots, aren't they? 10,
Yeah.
12, 2. She went for
And
the
then there's a
bank
little
shot.
break till 5,
Right.
and then 7 and 9.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice schedule, isn't it?
Yeah.
Overcut that slightly. She's not quite there, is she, at the moment?
I think it's fair to say neither have,
Yeah.
really settled. He's got to watch the T-shirt.
Yes,
Here it is, all
definitely.
ball fouls.
Yeah, but I'm sure John Lehman's in a
He
good
is, he's
position.
over there, look, ready to pounce.
Like a hawk.
Oh, he is like a hawk. Talk about Jason Shaw, eagle eye.
Yeah.
John, he's
Hawkeye.
evil eye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah. He's like, he always reminds me of a James Bond villain,
Yeah.
John Lehman. And he's an actor actually as well, does a bit of acting. And he is the senior referee, I think he's the world's seniorest referee for Paul.
He referees in everything that there is, doesn't he? I see him in
He'll
everything.
referee a cockfight if you ask him to. He would.
No comment. Again, Eylul played that a little loose, that safety shot. Sandy shouldn't really have been able to see that.
Now then, get a good safety in here. She's looking to send that off the rail just before the side pocket and send it down behind that pack of balls, do you think,
I
Ali?
believe so.
Oh, she's going the other side of it. She's come the other way.
But look, you see,
Yeah, she was she was depending on getting behind one ball there, where if she's gone the other way, she could have maybe had a bigger target.
Yeah. You've got to play the odds. But both of them seem to be losing that cue ball.
We saw the JU on the back of Sandy's shirt, Jam Up, who are one of the big sponsors this week.
Actually, one of my sponsors too, Mark. I'm coming out with my own Alison Fisher line soon through Jam Up Apparel.
Are you?
jamupapparel.com. Soon, we're collaborating right now, and you'll see me wearing their tops this week, but I'll have a line coming out very soon.
Yeah, I want to give another mention to a big sponsor, Alpha Coin, of course. Esteban Robles.
If you're watching,
sort your hair out.
Sort your hair out. Get some hair gel.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great effort. What a really nice shot that was. Oh, look at this. This has put a spanner in the works, though. Look at that 7.
It's exciting, though, when you mention Alpha Coin, because we're heading into cryptocurrency. It's an exciting area, and also just to have outside sponsorship.
That's the key, isn't it? Getting other people that aren't really necessarily in the pool industry, getting them interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great time to be around pool at the moment. It's
definitely.
On the up. I mean, you've been through it, right, Ali? How good? How good is the position that pool's in now?
I'm excited for all the pool players, men, women, children. I think it's like a new era has suddenly sprung out of COVID.
Would you rather be 20 now?
Yeah, well, I've had a great run, I can tell you that.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
But it's exciting times, and still got a little bit of gas left in the tank, I think. But yeah, of course, I'd like to be, it would be ideal to be a good 10, 15 years younger.
That's a lovely shot there. Another jump shot, I think, here for Eylul. She'll go for the jump stick, will she? She needs to hurry up if she is.
She's
or
kicking,
maybe she's not.
Yeah. It's a little
just
touchy,
going old school.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Oh,
she called
did she
the corner.
call it?
No, she called the corner.
Oh.
Hit it
now
on the thin side.
4 doesn't go, I don't think. Past the 9. I'm just having a look now. I'd like to see that angle just to see if that does go past.
A little tricky, isn't it, to see sometimes.
Lining up, so maybe it does go. Does it just sneak past there?
No.
No, she's
playing off the side.
And that's not a bad shot.
That was a good shot, because that was actually quite tough to avoid the 5 there, right?
Very difficult. I wasn't even sure she could.
And here's a thing. Do you even want to hit this 4 the way it's situated right now?
Are you talking deliberate foul?
Yeah, because you see what I'm saying? Everything's kind of tied up. You could clip off and get hooked back, but...
Trouble is, if you're going to play...
How many times have you done that in your life? Where you've broken the balls up. You don't mean to, and the balls have all broken up, and you've had some tricky situations.
She's going for this.
No.
No, it's going to go too wide.
Now, see what I mean, talking about that? If she clipped the 6-10 and broken those balls up, she'd have been really disappointed.
Then leaves it all open.
Yeah.
I won't be too disappointed with that.
No, I think that was, like I said, I don't think you want to break those balls up. So now Sandy's got to find that little tangent line shot where you send that cue ball very, very thin and it follows the tangent line, and then to hook Eylul back, I might come off this side of the ball, try and get behind the 6 and 10. There's a few options there.
She's caught the 5 this time.
Look at this though. I think I think Eylul can get through.
Yeah, she can.
That was really tough. What you want to do on a shot like that is move your cue ball almost right up against the ball.
Yeah.
And use that thin tangent line. Hit it as thin as you can and barely move your object ball.
Yeah, really good point. That get closer to it.
Yeah.
More accurate. Yeah, because you can. Yeah. Not really much to do here. Is she going up and down? No.
Yeah, play it to the side and then just try and hook her a bit harder. Try and play the hook. But she could just,
not a bad
she
shot,
could
that, is
send
it?
the 4 behind onto the end rail here and cue ball behind the 8, maybe just roll it down.
Nice shot. If it holds up, yes, it has.
Yeah, but again, she's left her. You want that ball on that rail, really, not close to the pocket.
Yeah, it's another
It's still
jumping
tricky, but I
opportunity,
think
is
I'm
it?
going to go for it, yeah.
Yeah, here she goes. Walks over to her corner. She's going to come out fighting with a jump. Now then, we've seen her fail 3 times on a jump. She's hit them, but she just hasn't made them. And this time,
That was really nicely controlled, wasn't it? And I
yeah,
think
nice
Sandy's going
pace.
to. I think Sandy's going to find herself in a bit of trouble here.
Sakura Muramatsu has won her first set against Kathy McDonald 4-0 and leads 1-0.
Yeah, that was nicely played.
Second set. Got 9 matches going on at the moment. And Marta Rupero Garcia has won the first set 4-1 against Denise Belanger. Just out to the left of us there. Spaniard, of course.
Yeah, she's a great player. She beat Amalia in the Ashton Twins Classic in the first round. They drew each other, 2 players from Spain.
Lots of great talent coming out of Spain now, isn't
yeah,
there?
it's incredible. It's lovely to see her. Well, we just saw Sandy commit a foul. Didn't make contact with the rail after hitting the 5.
You often find, Alison, don't you, if you get a person in the country doing particularly well at a sport, then that kind of has a knock-on, a domino effect where it gets other people interested in playing. Did that happen with you in snooker? You got more women coming into the game because of you?
I think so. That the more it's on TV or streamed now in these days, then it encourages players to do it. I think, oh, you know, it happened for me when I was a kid. I was like, oh, women playing tournaments. I read the newspaper. And I didn't even realise that when I was a snooker player. And I said, oh, I want to play in a tournament. So it started there, and obviously watching the men playing on TV, the snooker events, watching all the pro players. It was such a popular game, and still is to this day, snooker. But it's the same in pool. Anytime you see a sport, and especially a fellow countryman.
Oh, this is careless, this is careless.
Yeah, she's just not got it going on at the moment, has she?
No.
Touch. But talking of Spain, you've got David Arcadi and Francisco Ruiz.
Yeah.
Sanchez Ruiz.
Yeah.
And he's doing phenomenally well. They both have done
Jonas Salto Comino as well, done
Yes.
quite well at this last event as well.
So the Spanish contingent is fantastic. So now we're seeing the ladies coming out and playing.
Yeah, they're all good friends as well. You always see them supporting each other. They always go and watch the other players.
Very friendly.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed a lot of the players this week. Just
They're
hanging
the
out
3
with them.
amigos, come on.
That's right. And do you know what? Talking of which, there's a world team event coming up in Austria alongside the Women's World 10-Ball Championship. And you're going to have Amalia Matas playing with David Arcadi and Francisco Ruiz.
Wow.
What a great team that's going to be.
What a team, yes. And are you in it?
No, there's 1 lady per team, and Kelly's representing Great Britain.
Okay.
And
It's a nice shot, sorry.
that
just
was
interrupt.
actually a
beautiful shot, wasn't it?
That was another great strike there.
I think she's better when she's getting through the ball and letting the stroke out, you know.
Yeah. See, these, I
She
feel
can't
like
believe it.
I feel like with this, the polished balls, there's a little slippage there. You have to aim everything a little bit differently.
A little what?
Slippage.
Oh,
It's
slippage.
just slipping
I thought you
a
said
little bit.
slippage. I thought, oh, I've never heard that before.
No,
I like that.
It's a little slippage. It's slipping a little bit. It's almost like you have to aim it a little bit thicker than you think.
Sort of squeezing it over.
Yeah, it seems to be.
Oh, needs a oh, she's okay. I was going to say she needs a decent
So
bump
my
on
point
this.
being, Eylul's like just giving up a few racks that she's had control of, and letting Sandy put her under a lot more heat.
I don't think Sandy's broken them run anything or had a decent run of balls even, it's been mopping up the mistakes of Eylul, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So here we go then. It should go to 3-3 here.
Don't let that cue ball go too far.
She's gone a little bit further than she would have liked.
Should be okay, but
It's just one of them that puts a little bit of, oh, I should have been there, you know, but I'm not. I've gone a little bit too far. Now
Yeah.
a little bit of pressure. Okay, still expect her to make it, but it's just that little bit of added pressure she doesn't need at the moment.
yeah.
Let's see if she can get it. Great shot. In it goes. So we are heel here in our first match, and we'll be back after the break. Welcome back to first day of the Predator Canada Open here in Red Deer, Canada. With me in the booth still is the adorable, the delectable, the MBE Alison Fisher, Hall of Famer, of course. You all know her, one of the most famous cue sport artists in the world. Talking of artists, have you ever done any trick shots? Do you do trick shots?
I did. I went in a trick shot tournament once
Ah.
with Ava, Jeanette and Dawn, I think.
Okay,
And I
heel,
lost in the
heel.
final. Yeah, we got a
Here
great
we
match.
go.
This is it, isn't it? Because whoever wins this, the pressure goes on to the opponent. But it's a funny thing psychologically. We've got Sandy Badger, haven't we, breaking the balls.
Decent break, but nothing down off it, unfortunately.
That
Yeah.
cue ball spinning. Look how much spin she had on that.
Yeah, then look at it, it's still going. Now, does the shot clock go when the cue ball stops spinning?
Yes, it should do.
Thank you.
There should be no movement because you can't hit it as an opponent coming in.
No.
And can Eylul get through this gap? It looks like, oh no, she's got the jump cue out. Tough little shot here of controlling the ball. Ouch.
Jumping hasn't been great. She's not
No.
very good with a short stick. Not too good with it today, though.
She's struggled, yeah. Made some jumps but not been successful with the control of them. Giving Sandy ball in hand here.
Who's the best jumper in the world, in your eyes?
In what?
In both women's and the men's game.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Yeah, look, wait a minute. Before we talk about that, Sandy's eyeing up this
Oh.
110 combo.
For the First set.
That's a really tough shot to play.
Do you know, I saw an identical shot like this. I can't remember who played it.
She's called an extension.
In the last tournament, and he made it. I want to say who it was. I can't remember who it was. Oh, old age.
Oh, no, it happened to you too. It's a tough shot, this, look. See a little bit of body movement there.
Oh, she's made it.
Wow.
What a great shot
that was
that
a
is.
tremendous shot
Yeah,
from that
Alison
distance.
Fisher is clapping, and I'm clapping
Honestly,
as well.
because that was so tough. When there's that much distance, and she was elevated slightly. Didn't have much room, so Eylul was right under pressure now. First set.
What a fantastic combo that is. I mean, even if you're a lot closer to that, it's still a difficult
yeah,
shot,
the fact
right?
that the 10 is away from the pocket, off the rail.
So, yeah, let's go back to the jumping discussion.
Oh, the jumping discussion. Well, I think one of a good jumper in the women's game when she was playing on tour was Ga-yeon Kim. I think, from what I remember. This is a while ago, though, because now she's playing Karam in Korea with the Korean Association. So that's her full-time gig now. But
Yeah, big game in Korea, isn't
Yes.
it? 3 cushion, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got 2 dedicated 24-hour-a-day channels out there.
have they?
Yeah. So, break off then after that early 10.
So Sandy gets to break again because she obviously lost the lag in the first set.
Absolutely right.
So that's an automatic that the person who loses the lag in the first set gets to break the second set.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad I listened to the rules.
And take it one step further, of course, you know, if it does come down to a shootout, she will get first choice of whoever
Correct.
wins the lag.
Yeah, whoever
will
wins
get-
the lag,
yeah,
which
will
will be
get first
Eylul.
choice.
And there's another psychological thing is what do you choose? I'm noticing that players, and I've only done this once before, and I don't think I won the lag. I think I played Amalia, and in our shootout, she chose to go first. She won the lag and chose to shoot. Does that put the opponent under pressure?
I've
Or
had
would-
this, it does if you make it.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Or do you want to know what they're doing before you shoot?
Well, I
It's
can
a
tell you
tricky one,
this,
isn't it?
every pro I've asked has always said, I'm going first.
Mm.
So, can she get a good start in this second set? If you want to keep up with some scores, guys, you can go to the Predator website, choose the Pro Billiard Series. All the events are on there, and you can see the bracket and all the latest scores. Nice stroke there.
I think we're
Cued
going to
that
see a
beautifully,
completely
didn't she?
different player now, to be honest with you, because she's a set down. She has to win this set, so we're going to see a different, I think, focus from Eylul now.
Yeah, there's no way back here. She must win this second set to stay on the winner's side. A bit of movement again there. I know people talk about it so much, but it's so important, isn't it, Ali, to keep that head still.
Every part of your body. It's amazing how many people move the back part of their body.
And
as well.
don't realise.
Right. But you rarely, if ever, see a top player do it. Any movement.
So perfect angle here on this 7 just to get on the 8 into this bottom
It's a
right.
choice. You can either just stand down or go in, but she's spinning the ball there. See, she.
Yeah, I would have come down a bit further than that.
I
wouldn't
think
you?
she wanted to. See, it didn't grab, did it?
I think
Again.
no. That spin just didn't take off that new cloth.
She might have even been better bumping them, because she had the angle to break them up.
If anything's let her down, it is her soft stroke shots, right?
Yeah, speed control.
Yeah, now that's a sensible thing that she's done there. Wasn't happy. got back up and start the process again.
The one thing you must always do as a player is commit to your shot. And sometimes it's really difficult to do. That was
That's
a
nice
beauty,
shot.
wasn't it?
Played it really nicely. Now then a little tester.
She
but as
played
I said,
inside English on that, meaning left. See how the cue ball
brilliant.
flies off the
What
rail
a
there?
shot. You see the
That
ball
was a
still
great
spinning.
shot.
Look at the spin still on it. One of our sponsors on the
Wow.
side, Stroke.
Wow, nearly. She got a hold of that, didn't she?
You can see in the background of the tables. Oh dear, oh dear.
I feel like she's just coming across the ball a little bit. Just shooting across the ball. Across the body, getting a bit of spin or something on the ball. Not quite coming through. And see the backhand?
Yeah.
Did you see the
Yeah.
backhand movement there?
Yeah.
If you watch closely, you can see all these little things.
Well, it's much the same of what the first set was like.
Yeah.
Eylul doing all the hard work and just letting Sandy in to
mop up.
mop up.
Yeah.
Exactly, just pick the pieces out of that. So 1-0 ahead, one set ahead as well. So slightly worrying times. Okay, not time to panic yet, of course. But it's just the race to 4. And that will affect Eylul. That's got to, missing
Yes.
a tempo like that.
Definitely.
Sakura Muramatsu has gone 2-0 up in the second set after taking the first against Kathy McDonald. As I said, there are 9 other games going on. Yan Hung won the first set against Jana Montour 4-1, and she's 2 up in the second set there. Now Chanel Lorraine 4-1 took the first set. For Cozy Cork, she's 1-0 up in the second as well. John Lehman has racked the balls. He's sporting a rather fancy ponytail today.
I see that. It's the first time I've seen that.
Yes. I'm going to go and snip it off when he's not looking.
Yeah, do that.
Do you imagine that?
Oh, that would be...
Oh, all them years.
Let me know, won't you? I'll get the video.
I think I'll be dead if I did that.
You don't want to take his magic powers away.
Yeah.
Sandy broke, opened the rack up, and Eylul has got a lot of possibilities here to do some damage. Just about making this one ball now.
How lucky are we to be sat here? You might have just heard the voice there of Jerry Eng.
Yeah,
Had a
it's-
question for Alison. How do I get out of this? You didn't want to
I
know how to
it
get
was
out of a
awkward,
snooker,
wasn't
did
it?
she?
I feel bad 'cause she's looking for a referee, I think, but there is one at her table.
Yeah. Puff
So
of
I
the
hope-
cheeks there, look, for
Yeah.
Eylul. She's feeling it, Alison.
Oh yeah, this is a big shot. Thin cut down the rail there. Again, you have to commit to whatever you're doing, just commit to it and just focus on coming through in a nice straight line.
And again, the head came up. A lot of movement, just not looking happy. And I think she's left a shot on this, you know.
Timing's off, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't you feel sorry for a player? I know you would know when you're playing them, but it's such a horrible thing to see a player in pain in that chair. And there's nothing you can do.
Well, you know, you work hard, you practice hard. And
Flown a long way.
Yeah, you've flown along across the world. And you're struggling, and it's hard.
That's a
it's not an
great shot.
easy.
And she's got a nice little bump there. I think she's on this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she's on this. So a chance to go 2-0. How are you playing this, Ali?
You've got options here. She could go, use that, let me just see it, third rail around. The 5 goes in the corner, right?
Yep.
The left corner.
Yep.
So she could draw up with right hand spin and go into that third. Oh, she's playing the combo, but I wouldn't have played that.
Well, will she be tempted into the carom now?
Well, you know what, she can play a really good safety.
Yeah,
here.
really good safety. Stop it, yeah.
Yeah, just a stop shot here I'd do. But what you were saying before, I would have tried to go 3 rails before the side pocket and then played another 3 rails back to the 6. I know it's hard to say it from here because we haven't landed there, but that's what I would have done.
She's not playing the safety that you said. She went for it in the
Yeah,
side.
I didn't like that.
But look at this, when it's going well. Oh,
Well,
she's
no,
left
it's the
stuck
right
out.
shot was a stop shot.
Yeah. Thought she'd got fortunate there for a brief second.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eylul is probably thinking, I just dodged a bullet there. Because she should have been hooked right up against that 7 ball.
Yeah. The winning stroke. Who's going to have the winning stroke? At the moment, it looks more like Sandy Badger from Edmonton. But Eylul is a fighter.
Well, I think sometimes it comes down to a little bit of, you know, the being match fit too. You know, Eylul's just, by the way, come off her first Euro Tour win in August. So, you know, it's getting over the line sometimes where you know you can do it. She's also 80 times Turkish women's champion and a 3 times European women's pool champion. So she's no stranger to winning events. Although I have to say it was the last tournament I watched on the internet. That was the first time I'd seen her play, and I was very impressed when she played Kelly in the finals. Struggling a bit today, but it doesn't mean, you know, one match is one match.
Yeah, it can change from rack to rack as well, can't it? We've seen that. We've seen it change on a shot before as well.
What's she playing? Does it 9 go by that 10
Yeah,
there?
it just goes past the 10. But again, it's one of them twitchy little ones. You can twitch on this. Okay, this time. So she's going to level it up at 1 rack each in this second set of day 1.
She'll be relieved there.
And you saw the beautiful head of hair of John Lehman. So Eylul walks back to her chair, feeling a little bit better, shall we say. And
well,
you mentioned there, Ali, when she should have been hooked behind that.
Sandy's going to be like, yeah, you know, I shouldn't have given that game up there.
And it's
so
little things like that can change,
the
isn't it?
psychology is very interesting in the game, isn't it? Where you're kicking yourself because you should be 2-0 up. You've won the first set. I think it's really tough, you know. It's almost when you lose that set, you've got everything to gain. You've got nothing to lose. When you win it, you're sort of trying to protect it, aren't you, in the next set?
There
just trying to stay hard and focused. It's not easy to do either way.
You might have just caught a glimpse there of the new Predator triangle rack and the Predator Arcos II balls, which we're using for this Canadian Open. 4 days of great pool, and they didn't exactly split great. Now then,
that side break tends to lean with that when you do cue balls on the side with a lot of clusters.
yeah, I like the full-on break. I'm surprised I haven't seen her try that, you know, and try and make the 2 balls behind the 1.
Yeah, some people aren't real comfortable in the middle of a table and like the rail. It's personal preference, what you're most successful at and comfortable with.
It does go back though, Ali, to what you said earlier about, you know, not trying something different if something isn't working.
Right, definitely. But if I'm doing it over and over and I'm not making any balls, it's probably not going to get any better.
No.
So I better change position. So
yeah, I'd just like to see her try it once full on and just see how they're going. You know, just
well,
see what happens.
Yeah, neither player has really broken well at all.
No.
So there's been no control from the break. See how wide it opens up off that second rail there? 1, 2, third rail.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting.
You're picking up. Of course, you're on this table later on.
I am, yeah. It's nice, really, just to be able to watch what the table's doing.
This is like a spy mission for you, isn't it?
Totally. 007.
Yeah, you're Q. No, not Q. Who was it? Miss Money. You're Miss Moneypenny.
Well, Moneypenny or M. My
Yeah.
friends call me M.
Oh, do they? You
Yeah.
look a bit like Helen Mirren. Is it Helen Mirren that plays
No,
her?
it's Judi Dench.
Oh,
isn't it?
Judi Dench. You look like her as well then.
I don't know. I want to look like her. Not sure. Dame Judy, though, is a fantastic actress from England. Wouldn't mind acting like her. Or Helen. Helen's a greatie too, isn't she? And then the other one who used to be the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Do you remember that years ago?
The Scottish lady.
Yes. What's her name? Maggie.
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith. 3 great actresses there.
Meanwhile, we've checked out the movies. We're now coming back to this board table, and a bit of trouble here. Now, is this... Where are you going here?
I'm clipping off that side rail. She's calling it there, but I don't know. I think I'm trying to get a safe. Sending like if you can bump that one ball behind those balls, that cluster of balls at the end of the table there. She's playing it with top. I think I'd play it low.
Well, she's got away with it, I think.
She
Look
did.
at
She
this.
called it in the side, didn't she? The other option was playing it high and clipping off the left side of it. When I look at the above angle here and playing the one...
And coming down here.
Coming
with the
down
right.
here with
Yeah.
the cue ball, that was pretty natural too. So it's, you know, unless you're at the table sometimes you can't really see
Jump
it.
cue once again.
Yeah.
We've seen it about
But this is an
7
interesting jump
times.
because she needs to be able to draw the ball, or if she goes for it.
I think she's going in the side. She called the side.
Oh, nice.
Great shot.
That was a
and
beauty.
Oh, could she get a bit of luck? No.
No.
Oh, she'd have been dead on that.
So for those
Great
watching,
jump.
do you see the backhand has to be nice and loose when you jump? Keep that wrist loose. No grabbing or gripping the cue. Just let the cue do the work.
Lucky viewers getting some great tips here from multiple world champion. I think I read somewhere you've got like 75 titles in total. You try saying titles in total.
Titles in total.
Oh, all right.
That's
Show
a foul.
off.
I think that was a foul. Yep, she hit the 10
Yeah.
ball
There's
first
John
there.
ready to pick that cue ball up.
John's ready to pounce, doing his job.
There's a lovely ponytail, isn't it? He's got going on there.
Well, don't know really. I'm not really.
Aren't you a ponytail, that woman?
Not John's.
Deep in thought. Eylul.
Well, this is a gift, isn't it, for Sandy? She hopped out a little too far there. I mean, she can still control it, but it's tough. Made it a little bit tougher. 2 or 3 inches the wrong way becomes a different shot completely.
Oh, I thought she was going to scratch there.
Flirting with danger.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That was a loose 2 ball for that to even happen. Rolled 2.
should have been nowhere
Yeah,
near
it
it.
shouldn't have been. Should have been. The 4 should have been shot in the other side pocket, right? Now it's just complicated with that. Now it's catch up, isn't it? Trying to get the right side of the ball. She's got to navigate that gap there between the 4 and the 10.
Yeah, she's
And she
caught
played
the
it
10.
with running English.
Trying to come behind it, I think, between the rail and the 10.
Yeah, no, I think she hit the rail, but I would have played it the opposite, or no spin, just 2 rail it down for the 5. She played it with left spin there.
I think that's what all the great players do. They keep it simple as well. You watch the
What
top
you want to
guys.
do is shoot
Bit
the
of a
cue ball where it
snatch.
naturally wants to go as much as possible, rather than against the grain. So the natural paths as much as possible.
Now then, she's got a decent angle on this. Still has to be careful here, Ali. Oh, she's going low, I think. Is she coming around a few rails? What's she doing?
She might do played a round the back of the 9. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
and play
go.
the 6 into this bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah,
this
but it
is a
squares
great,
up.
Oh, it's squared up off that rail.
Yeah, it's hard to get where she probably really wanted to be there. I would just play this down to the end rail now, I think. Not sure I would slice and dice this. I think I would play the safety here. I can't see if she can slice it into the side. I don't think so. If she can get it, no, she can't. Yeah, I think that was a shot.
As you said, just get that 6 ball on this back rail. It's a decent shot. She hasn't given up anything, and it's not an easy safety off this either, is it, Ali? When you get the object ball so close to the rail.
No, some players just like to split the balls to the side rails. She could come off the left side of it and play up behind the 9, but you know you're opening up the 6 ball then. See, that was dangerous, wasn't it? The speed was off. I think in these conditions I would split the balls just to the side rails, just making sure I get some safety. Unless I'm super confident of getting the spin and controlling the 6 ball.
Nicely played. Couldn't afford to overhit that.
You know, the
too
way it's
much.
going right now, Mark, we could be in for an exciting first match shootout.
First one of the day, and I'm sure we're going to see a few. We usually do. I think it's the figure is about 33% of matches go to
That's interesting.
shootouts.
That's an interesting statistic. Isn't
Between
it?
33 and 38, I think it
Right.
actually was, yeah, something like that. And we've seen some epic ones. There's actually a story, and it was in Eylul's home country in Turkey, where Dennis Grabet was playing in a tournament organised during lockdown when they were using Turkey as a quarantine country. And Dennis won a shootout. It was before they brought the cue ball back after 4 shots, you know, where they shrink the diamond, don't they, back? It was 54 to 53.
Oh my word!
Oh, look at this! Got
Yeah,
hold
you
of
know
that
what?
beautifully.
I was just thinking about that shot then, because you couldn't really punch it out. You couldn't follow it through and let the spin grab. That was the perfect shot to play in this situation.
Yeah, you see the replay. It's a gorgeous shot, is
'Cause
what I call that.
Yeah, it seems quite natural on this table.
That's better.
See now, that fill her with a bit of confidence the way she struck both of those balls there.
Yeah, she's got her timing back, hasn't she? In it goes. So we're level. Trying to interact the balls. I'm just going to have a look around, Ali, and see what's going on around the arena. Now, our old friend Jerry Eng, she lost the first set in the end to Mary Avina, 4-2. The lady out to our left, the great Spaniard, Maite. He's leading as well. Just going to check the score. She took the first set against Belanger. Introduced herself to me last night. Belanger.
Oh, Denise Belanger
Yeah,
from Canada.
Belanger, lovely name, isn't it?
Yes, sounding very French, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Denise has been around a long time and loves Paul. Nice French Canadians we have here, and Canadians in general. My good friend Joanne down the road, and Bev, they've taken care of us this week. It's been really nice.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Brittany Bryant, I'm
Brittany,
sure,
I
on
love
this.
Brit.
She's great, isn't she?
Love her. She's just got that lovely personality,
She's
lovely smile.
naturally
yeah.
lovely, isn't
And
she?
a great player.
And we have a result for you. Bian Hung has beaten Jana Monteur in straight sets. 4-1, 4-1.
Bean's a great player. Tough player.
She's not a has-been.
No, she not has been.
We do have a laugh, don't we?
She not a wanna-bean either.
nicely on the 2 ball here. Decent enough angle to do a little bit with the cue ball, whatever she chooses.
Yeah, I mean, the 6-7's a funny spot here. Everything else should be. The 5 to the 6. But the 6 goes in the corner. 4 to 5. 4 to 5, 5 to 6. The 5 to the 6 is the tricky part, right?
Just watch her eyes. Where are her eyes, Ali? On the prize.
Right, okay. So her eyes didn't match her swing there. You saw her, she brought the cue back too quickly and her eyes were in the middle of nowhere kind of thing.
Well spotted. That's what you great coaches do, you see.
Whereas the difference with Eylul is because she has that slightly slower backswing, her eyes are matching up. Now, where you look is up to you, whether you look at the cue ball or object ball. Most people look at the object ball, but I've played with it both, and both work. It's just a case of that timing of that swing.
That's a decent shot she's played there.
Yeah.
If she can get, yeah, she's got cover, I think. That's a decent shot. Now, are we going to see the short stick? We are.
I think so, because of where the 4's positioned too. You know, if you make the 3, you're on the 4 automatically.
Not sure we've seen her with the jump cue, have we?
No, I think
today?
this is her first, I believe. Seen a lot from Eylul.
Going very high.
Keep that right hand nice and smooth. So you hit that, overhit that.
Very, very
Needed
hard
half that
shot, wasn't it?
speed.
Yeah. I'd have been worried if I was in the front row there.
Well, you've got to be careful sometimes when people are jumping. Once upon a time, years ago, when I was playing snooker, I'd just become world champion. I went to a bingo hall with a friend, and they happened to have a snooker table, a small one, like a pool table probably, out where people were having a good time, and I was, you know, introduced as the world champion in the bingo hall. And I go out there to break the balls, and a cue ball flies off the table and straight into somebody's glass, smashes it, and then a drink goes all over them.
Did you buy him another one?
I offered to dry clean the clothes too.
Oh, bless you.
So we saw another mistake there.
I love the sound of breaking glass.
Yes, Blondie album.
What a great album that was.
Yep.
Parallel Lines. Wasn't it? Yeah. No, that wasn't.
No,
that wasn't Blondie. That was Heart of Glass.
You're right. I was just testing you then.
So get that cue ball over behind the 8. And she's just
nice
starting to get a little bit of confidence now.
Yeah, that was a nice shot, nicely controlled.
Eylul with a slight lead though, 2-1. But remember, she must win this set.
So she's calling that because she's going 2 rails, trying to get that second rail, I believe, because it's a good safety. If you catch that side of the 4, you can come back this side of the table. She hit it firm, didn't she, there?
Very hard. Now then, has she had a bit of luck? Not really. This goes in the side alley.
Yeah, but it's a
scratch.
Tricky shot. Well, it's a tricky shot to get onto the... Let's take another look at that. So she hit the wrong side of the 4 there, probably because of the speed.
Needs to avoid that 8 ball.
Yeah, it's kind of messy there.
Oh, look at this. Okay, she's not on it, but a decent shot. Now then, this is a kick and stick, isn't it?
I think so.
Not a kick, sorry, a hit
just
and stick.
Yeah. Hit and stick.
Hit and stick.
Well, she's looking at maybe cutting the balls. Yeah, she's maybe looking past the 5 beyond the 6, but I just think keep it simple. If you've got a chance to just stop the ball, stun it.
She's going for it. No, she's not. She's done exactly that. The cameraman thought she was going to go for it. I thought she was going to go for it.
Yeah, no, that was a wise choice.
Yeah, heaping the pressure on Eylul.
Nice shots. Just a slight bit of stun run through there, right? A little rotation on the cue ball.
Yeah, and that's a sign to me that she's starting to cue better, you know.
Yeah,
it's a difficult
comfort.
shot. Yeah, exactly. You're feeling it, you know.
It's probably a little more follow through with the cue. Smoother. Smoother striking.
Proudly sporting her Canadian badge from Edmonton, just up the road.
It seems like their speed control's getting a little bit better now.
Yeah, getting a bit more comfortable with the pace, and of course, apart from this on your WPBA tour, of course, you're generally playing them in. You play a few of them in actual pool rooms, do you, rather than venues?
Not
or is it half and half?
No, we've been in more in the casinos so far. Years ago, we used to definitely have a percentage of pool rooms in it, which was great. We actually, I tell a lie, we are going to Bristol, Tennessee, to Janet Atwell's pool room, Borderline Billiards, in October for a memorial tournament. Helena Thornfelt, one of our great WPBA players who passed away a few years ago. And because of COVID, we couldn't have the memorial, so that's coming up in October. So that's a pool room tournament. Right, what we're going to see her do here, we're going to see her try and... Might use the 7 here, just bump the 7. I mean, I know we can look at bumping the 6 out, but...
Yeah, bump the 7, you're guaranteed to be on the 6, aren't you?
Yeah. Let's just see what she misses him. Yeah, she hit the wrong side. Well, she's got a shot, but a longer shot now.
Could have gone wrong. Just played it a bit hard as well, I thought.
Yeah, like you're not feeling it. It's like a guesswork, a little bit of guesswork.
Yeah.
You know, another way you can play that too is drawing back into that 6 ball.
Currently ranked number 70 in the world WPBA rankings. Where are you in that list?
I think I'm 4. I missed our last event, saw an eagle. I missed the Michigan event, so I didn't get any points, and you know.
You was holidaying, weren't you?
No, I had COVID.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was all ready to go, all packed, and the morning of, I wasn't feeling well, so I tested and I was positive, so I missed the event, which was won by Jasmine Ocean from Austria, who beat Kelly in the final.
I remember I was up till about 7 o'clock in the morning when I was in the UK watching that. Well, no, I was in Thailand watching it. Yeah, I was in Thailand.
Living the dream.
Living the dream, yeah. And this would be a dream. Oh, unlucky, not far away. Hitting them a bit hard again, though, these jump shots.
Yeah, that one was a bit more distant, so... Yeah, but I agree, you could take a little bit of pace off.
Just give, you know, that would have gone in with a little less pace. It was pretty accurate. That would have taken that if that had been slightly pocket speed, more pocket speed, you know.
Definitely.
Easy to say sat here.
We're the gallery.
Who's that sat there? Look.
There we see in the background Dawn Hopkins.
Yeah.
She's watching how this table's playing. Dawn used to be president of the WPBA and has served on the board for many years over time. It's nice to see Dawn out here because she did. She stopped playing for a while on tour, but she's back now. And she owns an APA franchise.
Yeah, and the tournament that we have going on here at the moment, 35 Predator 7-foot tables. It's the launch of the 7-foot Predator bar box table, and they are absolutely beautiful and they're absolutely silent. They've got this amazing inside. Karim showed me the inside of one this morning, and they've got a carpet in there with a foam back about 1 inch thick, and you can't hear the balls running. Oh, what a mistake that is we've just seen. Wow, I cannot believe that.
Wow, I can't either. I'm surprised she didn't. It didn't seem like a stun shot to me.
No, why did
it
she
seem
hit it
like
so
a roll?
hard as well?
She was trying to punch. It was just a funny angle to punch.
She was trying to make an angle that wasn't there, I think. She was
Yeah.
trying to get out into the middle of the table more.
I think so. She just undercut, didn't she?
This
She
is
hit
most
that
unlike her.
far jaw. I think a shot like that, the most important thing, if you're a little funky in the 50-yard line, make the ball,
Just
give
make
yourself
it.
a shot.
Yeah. At least you've got a safety to play after.
Yeah,
At least you've got control
you don't
of the
have to be
table.
perfect. Yes, keep control.
Yeah. But she's got away with that though. Look how this has turned out. She's called it. She's going for this in the corner.
This is tough. It's a blind angle shot. She miscued. But
What
look,
a miscue.
but
What a
look,
miscue.
I'll take the miscue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
See the replay.
Do you see she came right off the edge of the ball there?
Yeah,
Bit of
Kimball
movement
jumping
again.
as well.
It's nerves. It's definitely nerves. She looks like she's coming off the right side of the 8 here.
Yeah, Eylul is actually ranked #1 on the Euro Tour in Europe, and that's no mean feat as well.
No, there's some great players now, and we have a few of them here, don't we, in the arena?
Yeah,
She
Christina.
played a really nice shot there. Thin off the 8, controlled the 8 and the cue ball.
Yeah, calling that just in case. She'd love that cue ball to go up towards that top rail
Yes.
somewhere.
You want to hit the, as we're looking at it from here, the right side of the 8.
Like that.
Like that, but she caught it a little bit thick, didn't she? If she a thinner hit, then...
So, Eylul with another chance. Getting the reward for that good safety that she played there, Alison. It's not all about potting balls. Sometimes it's those lovely little hooks.
A good safety can win you
Yeah.
the game.
As often as a good pot can as well.
Yep.
Nicely on the 9 this time. Made the ball.
I think what you notice about Eylul is that her tempo doesn't change, does it? There we
So,
go.
in
Makes the
it
10
goes.
ball to go into a 3-1 lead over Sandy Badger.
I think we're going to a shootout, you know,
I think it's inevitable now.
on the hill. And I think she'll be quite surprised, you know, to be on the hill, because the amount of mistakes that she's actually made.
You know, Sandy hasn't capitalised. She's definitely had chances. They both have, haven't they, in both sets?
And Sakura Muramatsu has defeated Kathy McDonald 2-0. She will advance to the next round. Mary Avina is 2-0 up in the second set against our friend Jerry Eng after winning the first set 4-2. Eylul Kibaroglu to break to take this second set and to force it into that great 10-ball shootout. So let's have a look at this break. She's sticking with the one from the side, looking to make the one in the side. Let's have a look at her break, Ali. Have a look at this break, Ali, and dissect it for us.
Well, like I said, she's gone off. She hasn't made. Has she made any balls on her breaks yet?
I don't
It's a
think
cut
so.
break, so she made the side.
She's made the one, yeah.
She made the side, the 7 ball. No, what was that? The 1
Look
ball.
at that
sorry.
cue ball. It's
Yeah.
actually wobbling. It's spinning so much.
See, now, we could say about her past breaks, but she's got a shot on the 2. But not the, the control of it hasn't been great, but she's opting to cut break. And there's actually no mess in this particular act, but usually when you're breaking from the side, there's a little bit of, balls are tied up.
Yeah, no clusters here. Look, all in the open.
No.
If she can make this and get on the 3,
Absolutely.
every chance of running out.
I think the odds are here, aren't they, in her favour? It's just a nice natural shot, touch of running English here, just a touch, just to open the angle up a little bit.
You just swing it wide of that 5 and head towards the
She
3.
hit that hard.
Again, too hard, yeah.
No,
That's
she's
okay.
good. I thought she was going to hook herself. It just seemed a
Yeah,
little
I
bit...
did.
I'd have left more... Well, not I, but if she come up a bit shorter, she has a bit more angle to get down for the 4. Right, if she was more centred in the table, it's a straight up and down.
Key shot here.
Yeah.
Oh, she got too much English on that. You see it arcing and stunned it.
Well, it's
more or
all
less
about
off the
those little
rail.
angles. You know, an inch or two either way, either side of the ball changes everything. See, if she'd come up shorter, she'd have had a
And easy just run it in, yeah.
2 rail down to the 4.
As you said before, do the simple thing, and she had to try and force it. That wasn't really there. And, well, they should be disappointed she hasn't.
She will, but I mean, that's a great shot too, you know, but sometimes you just got to play the patient route, haven't you? Knowing that you're not firing on all cylinders. But
has she cut the 1 rail off here, do you think?
I think if she has, then she will be disappointed. But if not, she could come 1 rail off the other side, right?
She can see it. She's called
and
this
she's
corner.
called the corner pocket.
She can see the angle she needs on that rail. It's all about choosing that spot on the rail, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, she's missed it altogether.
Well, that's one thing you don't want to do, is miss it altogether, right?
There you see Joanne Ashton. Look, one of the famous Ashton twins. I hope Beverly's going to be showing her face as well.
I'm sure she will.
Not playing this event. I think she's had an operation or something, didn't she? She's not fit.
Yeah, she recently had an operation, so it's not time to come back yet, I don't believe.
2 great characters, though, to have
my word,
around.
Do you know, I met their mother yesterday, and I said, look at you having these 2 girls who are full of, you know, they're all over the place,
vitality.
energy. Yeah, they really are. Lovely, lovely personalities.
Yeah, and I've got a bit of a crazy side to me, but they even show me up.
Funny. We've had a lot of laughs this week. And they just, and Joanne just had the Ashton twins and Bev had the Ashton twins classic at their pool room, the hidden spot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going and seeing their pool room.
It's really
nice.
nice.
Heading up there after this. The hidden spot, I just hope I can find it.
No, nobody will tell you where it is. We'll give you a treasure map.
Oh, that would be fun. Can you make one of the clues at Lake Louise or something? Or maybe Moraine, somewhere like that. Yeah, get past that side pocket, I was going to say.
Oh, that was a tough shot, especially on a thin cut on the, and getting the spin to grab on the rail. She had to hit it a little bit thick, which is what she did. See where the
lucky she did as well, because
that was actually really thick, wasn't it?
It was really thick.
The only reason that 6 ball dropped to the side was the speed she hit it out. Bit of trouble here.
Carry him into the 9, maybe. Well, she needed to. I think that's what she was trying to play there, you know.
I don't know.
A bit thin, didn't she?
It looked like that was going to happen there. So send the 8 ball back down table, possibly here, between the 9 and 10.
You see the extension going on. She's quite.
Or
a
is she
tall
going to
girl.
split the balls? You know, like send the 8 by the 9 and the cue ball on the other rail. Choices now.
Here's a close up for you.
And
that's the second time she's done it. Stretching, tip of the cue came up, dropped the shoulder or the elbow.
Wow.
And she laughs about that. I'm sure she's not. That's more of a nervous laugh, I think.
Wow, look.
She can't believe
She can't believe it's happened. She's like, what am I doing?
Oh, Eylul, I feel so bad for you.
Now Sandy's putting herself in a position where it's hard to reach.
Yeah, she's going to need the bridge. I mean, imagine you're a really good rest player.
Well, it's been a long time.
Well,
listen, I used to, 10, 15 years with the bridge, but when you play pool, you don't use it a lot, so.
Wants just to go a bit. It's okay. So this to pull one back. Maybe just put a little bit of doubt in Eylul's mind again.
Yeah, I know. She's. I've not seen somebody do that twice in a match. That type of miscue.
Let's hope she doesn't get the hat trick. And in it goes. So it pulls one back. 3-2 now. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. back. Well, we were expecting to be in a shootout, but we're not yet. Still could happen. But the Honey Badger has pulled one back. Now 3-2, looking at breaking in. Now she's going from the centre. Good. I want to see how they break. Nice up and down. Almost, see, she made that wing
look at
ball.
that. Two
of
balls
them, and almost made the three in the side as well.
She's made 3 balls. Ooh.
Why hasn't one of them tried that before? I hope to see you trying that.
Well, now I've seen her doing it, I might have to have a go at that. I'll be moving around, we'll just see what happens. I'm just, hopefully my timing's
Look
good
at
and
that.
things are going in. But yeah, now what? Now what?
Yeah, where you push to here. Very, very difficult. She's got 60 seconds though.
It's a tricky little shot here. Is she going to try and kick it?
I think you've got to go for this.
That 9's a big ball, isn't it? The way this table's playing too, though.
I think she's going for this, is she?
I mean, you have to,
No,
I think.
Is she?
You have to.
Yeah, she's going for it.
Especially with a 2 situated too, right?
Oh, caught the... I think she caught the jaw, didn't she? Did she catch the point? Don't know what
Maybe we
happened
can
there.
get to see that again. I'm not really
Yeah,
sure.
I'd love to see. Here it comes.
Yes,
Just have
she
a look
must
at this.
have. Must have.
She
She didn't
must-
even... No.
No. Just
She must
didn't
have
have any English on it.
No English, or she had even some inside, I don't know. She had no English on that.
Well,
You're
this
right.
is just what you want when you're on the hill, a chance. And they're pretty nicely placed here as well.
She was a little unfortunate to land right behind the 4 on that break, where she nearly made 3 balls. She made 2 balls and then hooked herself on the 1. But Eylul isn't feeling like that, right? She's she's got to be out from here to force this shootout, which is what we all want to see, isn't it?
Of course, we want a shootout. I want it to go on as long as it can.
That's right.
Lots of other matches going on, of course. You just see, I was talking about Jo Ashton. She's warming up, so she'll be on one of the outer tables next.
Kelly Fisher's on a 2 o'clock round too, so quick fire Fisher will be out, firing on all cylinders, no doubt.
Really is a lady in form at the moment.
Oh my word, isn't she just? Absolutely.
Playing some great stuff.
Yes, playing top-notch pool.
Nicely played. Now then, this is where she's just let herself down on the last 2 or 3 balls, Alison, on certain racks. So need to just take a breath, take a little bit more time and make sure of these last 3 to force it to that shootout.
That was nice. Nice and smooth.
Beautiful stroke.
That was really nice.
Almost from one extreme to the other sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've seen,
Here we go, we have action.
yeah, we've seen her in the shootouts before, haven't we? Most famously against Kelly, losing 9-8 in that one, I think it was. So if
Here we go.
If you don't understand or if you've never seen it before, the shootout, the 10 ball will be placed on the place where it's actually racked in the rack, not on the spot where it's racked in the rack. Whoever won the lag, which was Eylul, you see John Lehman just asking her, would you like to go first or second? And she also gets, or she's chosen to go second, I believe.
It's very interesting, as I said, the psychology of what do you do in that situation.
So if you win the lag, you get the chance to choose whether you want to go first or second. You also get to choose, Ali, and I think this is quite important as well, what side you want to start from. So she's starting from, there was no choice, but she's been put in. So now we'll have 4 shots each, alternating sides after every innings. And then if we're still level after 4, we will go to sudden death, and the diamond shrinks 1 back, and it becomes really difficult. Here we go, first shot. And she's missed it. So a chance here for Eylul to level things up. There you see John taking the cue ball and the 10 ball. And he will place the 10 ball with the white side up, almost like the ring of Saturn around, so it doesn't give any player an advantage.
Right, it's always placed the same way, and then she's having a good look where she wants to make contact with that ball.
We've actually got almost a full arena here watching this shootout.
Wow, she missed it too. This is the first shootout of the tournament so far, so it's very exciting. First match on the TV table and first shootout. And Eylul missed that mark.
Yeah, missed it the same side as well, so overcut it slightly.
You know, it's interesting when Kelly and Eylul did the first part of the shootout, they both missed one of those from where the ball is now, is what I'm saying, in the first half. You know,
Yeah. In the first four innings,
The first 4 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got really good.
Oh, that was played with authority.
That was, wasn't it?
Beautiful shot. So advantage to the Honey Badger. And Lulu, as she's known by nickname, Eylul. You make me really want to shout. Lulu, if you don't know, is a great Scottish singer.
Love Lulu,
back in the 70s.
in the day.
She was great. She was loved. Everyone loved her, didn't they? Right, is Eylul going to love this? A very studious look. I'm looking right down the line of this 10 ball. Stroked it in beautifully.
Keeps pressure on, doesn't it?
So 1-1 after 2 innings. Remember, 4 innings, and if we're still level, we go to sudden death. We won't be allowed to break from the head string either. It will shrink back by 1 diamond. That little box becomes even smaller. So there's some lovely T-shirts around at the moment for pool players. They look fabulous. Again, a little bit snatchy, missed it the same as the first one, yeah. Why is that, Ali? Why do you overcut? Is it just because you've misjudged it, or is it because you've come across it, or...?
It could be anything. You don't know. It could be the way she's aiming. Could be a bit of spin on the ball. Eylul hit the same thing. They both did the same thing on this side.
Yeah, maybe it's a side thing, but really this side should be better for the left-hander, in my opinion. I prefer this side as a left-hander.
I think this should be.
Crowd glued to this. There you see them coming and standing round in the gaps in between the bleachers, wanting to get a glimpse of this shootout. Yeah, and interestingly, you heard the shot clock there. We do still use the shot clock on the shootout. It's the first time we've heard it.
So we see on the screen, didn't we? We've seen it's Eylul leading. Yeah, 2-1.
If she gets away with this, she will feel she's really dodged a bullet here, because she hasn't played anywhere near her best.
I always feel like it's nice to get the first one under your belt.
Doesn't matter how you win, right? Sometimes you have to win ugly.
Yeah. Somebody said to me once, an ugly win is better than a beautiful loss.
Brilliant. It is, isn't it?
Because I said that wasn't pretty when I came off the table. He said, well, an ugly win is better than... What a shot!
What a great, confident shot that was.
What a response.
Wow, now pressure back.
So if Eylul...
Yeah,
well,
she
Sandy
just has
made
to
that.
make,
They put across there. There you go, 2-2. If she makes this, then she goes through.
Sack the tick and cross man. Let's get somebody else in. So make it, you go through to the next round. There you see Vincent Rochefort, and who's that next to him?
I see Caroline Powell
That's
in the
it,
background
Caroline
there.
Powell. Vincent doing a lot of photography here. Hope you get your camera out for this.
Oh
She's
my
missed
gosh.
it. Oh
I can't
dear, oh
believe it.
dear.
I'm
We
shocked.
are going now to sudden death. So watch John Lehman now. You'll see a little mark on the table here on the rail to see where the diamond shrinks back to, and then they must play behind that line. As you see, overcut it. So now it's sudden death. There you see.
You can see in that back diamond by the pocket, right?
Yep. And it goes out to a diamond width on the back rail as well. So anywhere
Put it
in
where
that
you
little
want,
box.
in that little box, yeah.
I think I saw you playing over the pocket when you was playing this one,
Yeah,
rather
well,
than
yeah,
just
but
try to make the angle a bit better.
I think that was a silly choice by me. Because now I'm like, okay, I won't do that again.
Well,
Ooh, by a hair, wouldn't it?
yeah, just to let you know, guys, it has to go in the pocket that it's intended to go in. You can't fluke it around it. Even if it went 4 rails and come back round and dropped in the correct pocket, it wouldn't count. It has to go in. It must be a clean shot first time.
So here's a chance in this sudden death.
Look, we've got the yellow, the pink, and the... Same sign again.
Wow.
How often leading up to this tournament, Alison, how much would you practice that
A
10 ball?
lot. A lot. You've got to be playing it a lot. It's probably the only shot you do play, right?
Mm.
But like I said, it's pressure's on. You can practice it all you want at home or your home
Yeah,
club.
you can never reinvent.
can't-
You can't invent that pressure.
Yeah, you can't
can
recreate
No.
that.
Again, sticking to the same side.
She must be just feeling a little offline, you know.
She can make this. Look at that determination. Look at them eyes. Little snatchy. Wasn't
Yeah,
really
she's quick with the
nice.
delivery,
Very
right?
quick, wasn't it? So, Eylul, can you hold yourself together and stroke this in to go through to the next round? And we'll keep going all night, all day, until somebody misses one and the other one makes one, basically.
This is where it gets exciting. You just got to hold yourself together and send that tip over that spot that you pick. Easier said than done.
Yes.
There
and
it
in
is.
it goes.
There it
Eylul
is.
Kibaroglu goes through against
Yeah.
Sandy on
So,
a shootout. Congratulations.
On one shot. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be back very, very soon. Thanks, Alison.
You're
We'll
welcome,
be
Mark.
back
It's a
very soon,
pleasure.
guys. Thanks
Thanks for
darling.
joining us.
Bye-bye.